Hat seinen Durchbruch gehabt mit Let Her Go, but he has so much more to offer than just one hit. Welcome, Passenger.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
How are you doing today? How are you feeling?
Good, really good. Yeah, lovely to be back in Switzerland. I thought it was going to be a bit sunnier, but yeah, it's lovely.
It's not really sunny. You played yesterday open air on a place in Bern,
Yep.
and it was pouring rain. How was that for you?
It was actually amazing. You know, I've been playing in the street all over Europe all summer, and we've narrowly avoided the rain every time. And then yesterday, yeah, it happened. It poured down, and you know what though? Everybody stayed. Everybody put up an umbrella, and it actually made it really special and unique. So yeah, it was good fun.
I was there, and it was really special and unique. And people, they were just coming more and more, and they didn't go away when the rain started. That's something that happens all the time. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
they don't leave when it starts raining.
yeah. As I say, we've been pretty lucky with the weather this summer, but I couldn't believe that they stayed. I think if I had been complaining or like looking like I was going to leave, but because I was like, no, let's do this, and I think people appreciate the fact that I was sticking around in the rain as well. So yeah, it was really fun.
All right. So album number 8 is coming out in September this year.
Mhm.
It's called Young as the Morning, Old as the Sea. It's quite a long
Good
title.
job. Yeah, most people get that wrong. Good job.
Why did you come up with the title, and what can we expect music-wise from the album?
I think the title, well, it's one of the songs on the record, and I think this album's been really heavily influenced by nature and landscapes. And I recorded the album in New Zealand, and a lot of the artwork and videos were done in Iceland. So the combination of the two really sets the tone for the record, and I wanted an album that would kind of bring that out as well. But also, I feel like, you know, it's, as you say, it's the 8th Passenger album. It's a lot. So on one hand, I feel quite young, but on the other hand, I've been traveling for a long time. I've been making music for a long time. So young as the morning, old as the sea kind of feels about right for me at the moment.
It fits for you. You mentioned Iceland. Everybody seems to love Iceland now after the Euro Games.
Apart from the English people. Yeah,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we see you on Somebody's Love. We see you in the video clip. We see you on a boat that starts burning and taking fire. How did you shoot that video?
We set a boat on fire.
That's what you did, actually.
Sent me into a lake in Iceland.
So,
yeah.
okay, bye.
Yeah, exactly. It was quite scary actually, because it was a really windy day. So I was just on this rowboat in the middle of a lake, on fire. So it was kind of, it was an interesting day. But yeah, you got to do it for the art, you know.
You also mentioned landscapes, and you were before you had this huge breakthrough. You were a musician. You played on the street. You were busking, and you were traveling a lot. So I guess you saw a lot of different landscapes, countries. How did that influence your music?
I think massively, and I think more and more, actually. I think what's interesting with my writing is that it was always about people before. It was always about the people that I would meet, you know, in the street or at a train station or, you know, wherever. And I still write about people's stories, but I think more and more this kind of nature and landscape is coming into the writing. And I don't know, I like it. I like it as an evolution of the songwriting.
You still do busking. Nowadays, you still go on the streets, as I mentioned, in Bern. But also, if you have big shows, I saw videos where you ask people to put away their phones. Don't take pictures, don't take videos. Why do you do that, and what does it mean to you when people actually listen to you and not just filming a song?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's wonderful to take pictures and to take videos and have these memories stored on technology. I just think that you see some people the whole show with their phone, and I don't understand it, because you think, oh, okay, you've bought a ticket, or you've made an effort to come, and you stand behind a tiny screen the whole time. It's kind of it's an interesting one. So as I say, I think technology is a wonderful thing. I think it's an amazing time that we live in. I guess we just sometimes need to be reminded that the real world still exists as well, and is beautiful and should be enjoyed.
Especially, I think, especially when you have a live concert, you pay a lot of money, more
Right.
than, let's say, 10 years ago. Ticket prices
Sure.
are higher nowadays because the moment of presence of the artist is so much more important.
Yeah.
Because you can see hundreds of videos
Yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, like, if you want to watch a video of Passenger, go onto YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
Once you're at the live gig, then if it was me, I'd just want to be in the moment. You know.
Mm.
Yeah.
When I was there yesterday at this concert, and I had to film it for our community on Facebook, I was streaming it live.
Mhm.
Then one moment my battery died, so I put
Okay.
away the phone. Then you were playing "Riding to New York."
Yeah.
A song about a person who has cancer, and it's a really moving song.
Mhm.
And I was looking around, and some people really had tears in their eyes, and some were like crying. It was really moving. Does that happen often, that people actually start crying? And how do you feel as an artist to make them cry?
Very guilty. Yeah. Yeah, it does happen quite a lot. I mean, I think a few of my songs have that effect where it's about real people, and it's a real story. So I think when that happens, as a writer, you have a real responsibility to tell the story in a way that people will understand it and be moved by it, hopefully. And look, that's kind of the most amazing thing about making music, is that you can go around the world and connect with people on an unbelievably sort of fundamental level. Even if you can't necessarily speak their language or whatever, there's this amazing way of communicating through music. And yeah, whether it be happy or sad or whatever, it's an amazing thing to be able to do, and a wonderful thing to see in the fans. Yeah.
Also, when you play live, as you just did now, in our office, and all people were coming together, it was really quiet and paying a lot of attention. Somehow I feel when you play, you can kind of comfort people, or you can really get their attention. Although it's only you and your guitar, it's not like a huge band with a lot of noise. It's really like pure. Maybe it's that pureness that moves people.
Yeah, and I think in a world where it's always flashing lights and 100 million things going on, and our eyes and ears and brains are so exhausted by everything. Actually, if you give people something really simple and say, okay, this is a guitar and a vocal, I think it's kind of a nice break for people. And I wonder if, you know, music has changed and culturally everything has changed, but people are still the same, I think. We still want the same things. We want to still feel the same things. And if you think about how music first began, it wasn't, you know, EDM. It was something very basic and fundamental, and I think maybe my music is kind of close to that. Yeah.
Something really simple is your song "Let Her Go." You wrote it in, I read, 40 minutes or so, and you had a huge breakthrough, over 1 billion views now on YouTube. If you look back to this time when you had this breakthrough, would you do something differently? Is there anything you would?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I wrote that song and recorded it without any kind of, I don't know, I had no idea that song was going to ever get on the radio, let alone do what it did and have so many views and stuff. So, you know, the video cost 2,000 Australian dollars, I think.
Yeah.
And so if I'd have known, maybe I would have spent a bit more on it, because it's, yeah. But I think that's part of the beauty of that song as well. You know, we didn't know it was going to do well. We didn't market it. We didn't do anything. We just kind of chucked it out into the universe, and it found its way. And I'm very proud of that song. And it's funny, a lot of people talk about it like a one-hit wonder, and there's a sort of negative connotation to that. But in my opinion, I'm so happy that in my lifetime I was able to give the world a piece of music that got to so many people and that meant so much to people. And if that's the only time it happens, then so be it. And I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah.
So in this time and after this time, especially after breakthrough and playing to thousands of people, how do you manage to stay real, stay on the ground, not like lose your head and get like a arrogant asshole? How do you manage that?
I am really an arrogant asshole. It's just a very good facade. Yeah.
You're a good actor then.
Yeah, exactly. No,
you should do a movie or something.
I think because of the years of busking and you know, you can't be an arrogant asshole when you're taking the train and staying in a hostel and playing to 20 people, you know. And I did that for so long that I feel very, very grateful for every opportunity that I get now. And I don't think I'll ever forget the other side of it, you know, being on the other side where you're, you know, haven't got any money and you're trying to make it work for so long. So yeah, it's something that I think I'll always feel very lucky about.
I think lucky and luck is a good word, because something like let her go you cannot plan, as you mentioned. You cannot do marketing or a PR campaign or whatever. To have such a big hit, it just has to happen.
Definitely.
Do you sometimes I don't know, believe in luck or fate or anything like higher power, that this happened to you? Because it's just nothing that you can do potentially.
Definitely. I think it's both. I think you have to put yourself into a position where you can be lucky. If you stay in your bedroom and just sing songs to yourself, it's going to be very difficult to be lucky. I think I was working very hard and playing all the time and trying to take every opportunity. And so we say in English that you will your own luck, you know, you win it. Having said that, there are a few times where in that Let Her Go story, it was blind luck. It was just everything clicking into place and a million stars aligning at the same time. And as you say, you can't plan for it. The best marketing team in the world couldn't achieve that. So again, that's really cool. That's something that's down to the universe and the people that live in it to decide. Yeah.
Great. Your 8th album is coming out in September. You're playing in Switzerland again in November. So that we don't forget you, if you don't mind, we will take a picture.
Of course.
Together, although you don't like people taking pictures all the time.
No. One is fine. I'll let you off.
Right,
yeah, no problem.
Okay. We have a photo buzzer.
Cool.
Let's do it here.
All right. Blimey.
You ready? It goes like 3, 2, 1 and it starts.
Okay. Ready as
I'll ever be.
Serious
one? First a serious one. Okay, this is serious, not a funny one.
Okay. What are we doing for
I don't
funny?
know.
Okay.
2.
Good.
All right, that's good. Well, Passenger, thank you very much, and good luck with everything.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Cool.